All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us once again in the Meekco Shopify Meetup. So this is an initiative that Meekco's want to help the ecosystem in Shopify. So most of time we will run event like this to introduce the new partners and new solution and the new updates from the markets. Okay, let's start with a little bit introduction once again to me and my company. So my name is Kah Heng. I'm the host for you today. Adam, hello. Yeah,
Yes,
so
Kai.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, Adam
No
is
problem.
running the slide. Yeah, so this is something about Meekco's. If you do not know us, we are the Facebook Global Expansion Partners, which you can find us in the page of Facebook Business. It's a new initiative in 2020 where Facebook is helping its advertiser to expand their business into other countries with the help of the partners. You can see the link in the chat, about this Facebook Global Expansion Partner Initiative. If you are ready to go global, you can have a look on the website. The link is I paste in the chat. Okay, and we are also proudly the only one Malaysia Shopify Plus expert. We are the certified Shopify Plus partners. Where we using the Shopify platform to the max, then we want to grow you onto a plus merchants where you can sell globally. So this is who Meekco are and who Meekco is, and you can drop me a WhatsApp or in my email in the inquiry. Don't worry about the slides today. So today's all the slides will send over to you after the event. And just the housekeeping, just keep your mic mute. And if you have any question, tap on the chat box. Thank you. So without further ado, let me introduce a little bit data about the scene of Malaysia digital commerce. So this is what's happening right now, the scene in Malaysia. The data is from Bank Negara. So we have about 27 millions of internet users. Out of it, that is things to focus is on the mobile banking penetration. So that is about 62% of people is using mobile to do transaction with the bank. And another data that you have to look into is about the online banking penetration is actually more than 100%. Why? Because some of us, we have 2 banks or 3 banks. So this is some data talking about what is happening right now in the consumer space at the user space. So hope you can grab some of it to understand where your business should heading to. Of course, you can have a look on the social network penetration as well. Of Facebook right now is still the leading penetration in the population together with the Instagram. So we have about 80% of population is using Facebook, which again, this is a place that you should look into when you run your social campaign, together to bring your brand onto the social, onto the digital, which is most top priority. And next we have the slide about the mobile banking's growth. So from previously, if you talk about in 2018, you see the transaction on mobile banking is just about 100 billion transaction, but in 2020s the growth is 4.5 times from 2018. So again, why we want to bring Grab here today is to let you know how GrabPay can actually benefit you. And on the next, on the right is the slide about the e-wallet, about the e-money. So you can see again the growth on the transaction with e-money. E-money here mainly we are focusing on e-wallets. So we have various type of e-wallet. The transaction again is growing. Next is on the next slide. Let's talk about buy now, pay later. If you do not know this term BNPL or buy now, pay later, I think it's the right time. If you're running an e-commerce, this is a very crucial point that you should understand what is buy now, pay later and how does it work. If you do not have an install of buy now, pay later in your e-commerce store, in next half year or next quarter, I mean, next year, 1 year, you may be losing out onto competition, especially when your online store is running with the higher tickets items. And why buy now, pay later? Because this is a new trend that people try to purchase with this checkout, this method of checkout, where the young millennium, Gen Z, they don't like to have like a lot troublesome with credit cards. They may not have even a credit card, but definitely they will have a wallet, and same to debit cards. So, and for buy now pay later with e-wallets, that is something new that we want to understand more. It's not just buy now pay later, but together with e-wallet. This is something that we want to look into it. Again, all this point is why the consumer will choose buy now pay later. And without further ado, let me go to a video before I introduce Adam's. Yeah. Okay, just a quick slide to wake you up. Yeah, you see how we want to grow into the consumer markets with Grab onto the millennial markets and the Gen Z market. So it's very vibrant happening in Grab right now. Okay, let me bring Adam out. And Adam, can you start with introduce yourself?
Hi, welcome everyone. Good morning. First off, let me formally introduce myself. But before I do that, let me thank Ahing to actually set this call up. I'm very happy to be able to speak with you all here today. So my name is Adam Iskandar. I'm from the GrabPay team here in Malaysia under the sales team. So basically, I have been selling GrabPay for 3 years now. So I've been in the industry for 3 years, and I'm very excited of actually introducing you of what this partnership can help you as the merchant in the long run.
So, okay, Adam, since you are in the GrabPay team for so long, I want to ask, what makes GrabPay so special that as a merchant, I must use GrabPay, not others' wallets?
I think the first answer here, I can go around for half an hour telling you why GrabPay, but let me just give you a quick, big answer for this, and it's who we are targeting. So right now, our user base is up to 20 million downloads of the Grab app as of today. And this enables you to actually penetrate 2 out of 3 Malaysians, potentially who are able to pay using GrabPay. But who are our users that we're trying to target? Who are the users that we're trying to impose to you? And it's 56% of users are 21 to 30 years old, the high millennial group itself. A lot of people ask me, Adam, why should we have the millennials in our back pocket? And for online, these are a few data which I think you should have in mind. 80% of these millennials spend once in online platforms, and actually around 2 out of 3 out of them actually spend 2 to 3 times per week online itself. Hence, with GrabPay, you're able to actually penetrate this millennial group, this large millennial group itself.
So you are talking about 20 millions of Malaysian is actually downloaded Grab app, right?
Yes,
so
because yes, correct. As the e-wallet is located in the Grab app.
Yeah, so that means that is among 3 of us, there will be 2 of us actually have the Grab app. Okay, sounds good. And I want to check with you, what is the Grab Pay benefit if I'm using you as a Shopify payment?
Right. Let us go into this and talk about this a bit more longer. So as a Shopify, the benefit of GrabPay and our Shopify is that we are the only integrated e-wallet with Shopify. What this means is a unified and seamless checkout for you. By registering just once with us, you're able to have GrabPay and PayLater on your checkout seamlessly. Number 2 is that we have an extensive Grab user base, which I've mentioned earlier. By this partnership, you're able to penetrate these user base itself. And lastly, having GrabPay enables the customers to use points at your store for certain discounts and also earn points in your store. Let me talk a bit more about reward points. What creates stickiness, what creates loyalty is actually Grab reward points. When our customers spend using our e-wallet, they earn points. It's a point multiplier. So every ringgit spent as a platinum member, they get 3 points. So the more they spend, the more they get back. If they spend 200 ringgit, 200 times 3, that's 600 points. So what's the value of points? The value of points these days is up to 1.6% returns. For some people, 1.6% is not much, but keep in mind who we are targeting here. We're targeting a very large group of unbanked users in Malaysia. Very quickly in Malaysia, there's only 25% of Malaysians uses credit cards, where 75% is still not credited, meaning that this 75% of Malaysians who spend using their debit gets nothing in return. Hence why GrabPay is one of the ways for these non-credited users to earn something after they spend.
So do you mean that if I spend with the GrabPay checkout in my Shopify store, I will earn Grab point and I can convert the point into my food purchase with Grab as well?
Yes, correct. So they're able to earn points at your store and they're able to use their points at your store as well.
Wow, that sounds good. Okay, then I go into more sharp question focusing about buy now, pay later. Since right now there are not so many, there are few of them is actively acquiring merchant on Shopify with buy now, pay later. What makes GrabPay buy now, pay later so special?
All right. Rather than going and talking about what makes us, should I say, this beneficial, that's same with our competitors, let me just highlight what makes us different. One, you have to keep in mind we are an e-wallet that enables BNPL. What this means is that we are able to untap the uncredited users, like I've mentioned before, the large number, 75%. On top of that, else from the large group itself, we are actually one of the safest as well. Why? Because we actually just link your debit to the PayLater wallet, but when you spend, you actually use the e-wallet itself. So usually this product will actually reach out to the millennials too. Now, let's talk about the bread and butter benefits of PayLater. One is that they're able to split their payments to 4 months, so it becomes a bit more affordable for them, which actually means as a merchant that you're able to have higher merchant basket size itself. For the customer itself, 0% interest and no hidden fees. So if they use our product itself, they are not charged with anything extra and there's no hidden fees on top of that. If they use BNPL for 400 ringgit, they have to pay Grab back 400 ringgit, nothing more, nothing less. And lastly, new customers. How are we going to let our Grab users go to your store? I will show you after this.
All right, so you're meaning there is zero interest. Okay, that is something different, from the conventional bank credit card installment. I think as a consumer, I may consider that to grab your points. All right. So, okay, so my next question is, if I, as a merchant, sometimes installing an app or payment app is quite painful for me. Can you describe a little bit how can I activate GrabPay in Shopify?
One of my favorite things is actually setting up with Shopify itself. It's so easy. So once you register, we give you the credentials like client ID and client secret. All you have to do as the merchant is go upon your settings, go to alternative payments, and actually click on the GrabPay merchant portion at your alternative payments. Once you copy paste it to your client ID and client secret and you click on activate GrabPay, your GrabPay will be an additional payment method on your checkout. Easy with 4 steps.
Sounds good. No, since it's an embedded app, I think it's quite easy for us instead of it's an external link integration. All right, good.
Correct.
That is also an advantage of Shopify compared to others platform.
Indeed.
All right. So the next question: how about the consumer's perspective? How can I easily get a checkout from a Shopify store with GrabPay?
As easy as setting up.
As a consumer, I mean, I want to know how can I check out.
As easy as setting it up. Once they reach upon checkout, they have to pick GrabPay as an additional payment method. It's quite prominent, as you can see right over here. The customer is able to see Grab right over here. Once they click on that, all they have to do is just put in their phone number, which is linked to their Grab app. Once they do that, they just have to put in the OTP code, which is sent to their phone, and then click on pay. But before that, they can pick either if they want to pay using PayLater, they want to pay by pay in full now. Once they made a selection, they just click on continue and payment is done. Easy 4 to 5 steps.
Oh, all right. So you will have all the payment option at the checkout as well. Okay.
Correct.
Actually, I think I tried one. It's quite convenient. All right. The last question about the operation issue. is, yeah, how can I apply as a as a merchant for GrabPay?
All right, there's two things that we're going to do here today. If you want to register directly, you can just take out your phone, scan this QR code as you can see at this particular portion. It will bring you to a particular form. This form has the agreement ready for you for Shopify. All you have to do is download it, fill it up, and then attach it to this form. In this form itself, you're able to also put in your KYB documents, like what I've mentioned right over here. Once you put that all in, you click on submit. We'll get back to you to 2 to 3 days, and we'll let you know how registration goes. But let's say if you are not able to go through this link today, do not worry. We will send you an email blast of this particular deck and also the link to register as well. No issues whatsoever.
Okay, don't worry on the QR code or the link is not there. We will send you the deck and you can actually drop us an email. We will have all the email contact at the last slide later as well. And okay, sounds good. But recently, I heard from my client, which is a merchant, Shopify merchant that using GrabPay. Okay, so I heard them, they are very exciting that they are kind of like, hey, they told me, wow, Grab are very nice, you know, they treat me as a partner, they promote me, and they give me a lot of reward. Can you talk something about how are you going to promote your marketing effort for Shopify merchants that using GrabPay?
Thanks, Kahing. I really like the word partnership. And after working here for 3 years, I think that is what we actually have with our merchants right now. We actually look at it as a partnership. With this, we try to get a win-win solution for both ends. So what's the first thing that we do to help you win? One is that we help you to actually penetrate our user base. With PayLater itself, once you register, you're able to be included in our directory itself, which is located in our tile, in our app itself, the Grab app. So what does this tile do? This directory enables our users to actually look through merchants who are accepting GrabPay online and also PayLater. Once they actually go through categories and look at the merchant that they want to go in, once they click on it, they click on your website, they are able to go into your website and shop. So this is free of charge. This is available for you once you become a GrabPay merchant and also a PayLater merchant itself.
Wow, this one is really looks like another sales channel for me if I am a merchant. You mean this store will be listed in the Grab app that everyone have it in the wallet?
Correct, in the directory tile itself located in our application. You are right, Kai-Heng.
Sounds good. It looks like you can channel some traffic to me as well. Okay, so any other marketing effort? I heard they are so happy, especially during the Raya campaign or something like that.
All right. So basically, one of the partnerships that we have right now is we have constant campaigns running on. Yeah. One of the biggest campaigns that we have right now is Raya. But sadly, we have missed that particular portion for registry. But don't be worried. Once you sign up for this month itself, May, there is another campaign happening in June. I cannot share you the details of the current campaign that's running on June. But what I can tell you is once you register with us, we are able to share with you and invite you to join these campaigns as well. But do not worry as well. Those are invited campaigns. We are also having given campaigns, which is done every end of month, which is called Power Up, which has been running for a year now, which is quite popular. So what is the Power Up campaign? So it's done every end of the month and it's one day. Why we position it end of the month is because A, that's when people have their salary and can spend slightly more. And B, why it's one day, it's because it creates urgency and creates this feeling of not wanting to miss out, because it's just one day. So what do we offer? It's a Grab-funded campaign where we give a point multiplier to our customers. So how it works is that standard, if you spend RM1 on GrabPay, you get 3 points, especially with PayLater postpaid. Yeah. So with this point multiplier, if they spend 180 and above at your store, they're able to get 25 points per ringgit for GrabPay and PayLater with 50 points per ringgit. So we kept it up to 10K points to let you guys know. 10K points is equivalent to around 61 ringgit, and this is funded by Grab. So smart consumers right here, right, they will spend over 180, but they'll make sure they'll hit that 10K cap. So to hit that 10K cap, GrabPay is 400 ringgit that they have to spend to get up to 10K points and 200 ringgit with PayLater. So this campaign actually enables A, Grab users to spend slightly more extra, and B, slightly more also at your store. For GrabPay 400, PayLater 200 to hit that 10K points.
Wow, so when is your next campaign? You must let me know. I go to some of the merchant store and
For sure.
say the 200 pay later.
For sure. If you are actually our merchant itself, we will actually send you an email every 2 weeks before the campaign itself. So you're able to use our imagery to actually post it out on social media, like what one of our merchants did, TT Racing. As you see it over here, we updated them early on our campaign. And what they did was they actually blasted this on their social media on this particular campaign to actually boost sales.
All right. So that is all funded, I mean, subsidized by Grab, right? All this campaign, nothing to do with the merchant. You will not ask them to pay 50% of the fund or something like that.
For this Power Up campaign, it's funded by Grab.
Yeah, and your Raya campaign also very interesting. It's like if I purchase 200, you will rebate 30 ringgit onto
That
my
is correct.
Grab
That is
account.
for the Raya campaign. That is with a couple of our merchants as of this present moment.
Okay, okay, sounds good.
In this deck, there is actually a link to this. Once we share it over, you can click on this link and it'll bring you to our promotional web page where you're able to get our latest promotions and also which merchants who are actually running our campaign as well.
Okay, with that, I think you did cover a lot to help the merchant. Okay, so next, I think we are come on to the end of the chat. We just would like to collect some questions. If you guys have any question, please, do not hesitate to tap on the chat.
All right, one question here.
Yeah, I think there are a few questions asked here. Yeah, so Adam, are you ready for question?
Yep. Hi, this is from Angela. Hi, we are using iPay88. GrabPay is already one of the payment options. We also need to register the link above to enable BNPL. All right. So basically, Angela, if you are interested with PayLater, yes, you can go to the form and click on you're interested with PayLater. We'll get back to you, or you can actually leave your email right over here. My colleague will actually collect it, and we will send you an email right after this to talk to you a bit more on BNPL. Is that fine? Please share over your email. We'll contact you as soon as possible. So the second one is from Johan, Wolf Esports. How does PayLater work with refund requests? Okay, so refunds is at your fingertips. Refunds can be done upon your Shopify dashboard, where you're able to do your refunds there as easy. If you have sufficient balance in your e-wallet, you're able to do your refunds.
Oh, so the refund is just done on the Shopify dashboard?
Yes, correct.
Okay, we have another question is, out of the total Grab app user, how many % using GrabPay?
Sorry, say again.
Yeah, out of the total of Grab app user, how many % are activate their GrabPay?
I'm sorry, that is actually confidential info which I can't share.
All right,
but
no worries.
Just to let you know very clearly that everyone who downloads the app is able to use our e-wallet itself.
Okay,
so it's quite a high number.
No worry. Yeah. So on one question, what is the MDR rate? I think most merchants will asking about this question.
All right. So let's see a quick one now here. How does PayLater work with refund requests already done? Did customer will get the items after complete installment period? All right.
No, so sorry. Yeah, and then there's a question about the MDR rate. The merchant is asking from
which MDR rate, by the way? What is the MDR rate? All right, for PayLater, I can't share because it depends on category. So what I can do here is that for Pay Full in Now, I can share it's 1.3%. Originally, it's 1.5% per transaction, but now it's just 1.3%. So for BNPL, we just follow the link, sign up for Pay in Full. And in there, there's one particular section where if you're interested with PayLater, just click on yes, we'll get back to you. Maybe also settle another Zoom link with you and we can actually talk more about BNPL and its MDR rate as well.
All right. I think there's a question from Afi. I think he's still not clear about how does it work. So he's asking, right, will the shopper get the goods only after complete installment?
No. So one great thing about buy now, pay later is basically you buy now, you get it straight, but then pay later. So what this means is that when the customer clicks on confirm payment, let's say they click on postpaid or installments that they pay 4 months, they'll still get the item as quick as how they pay in full now. So they don't wait until the 4 months after they complete the 4 months to get their item, they get it straight away. For you as the merchant, you'll receive the settlement as quick as T+1 Maybank and non-Maybank 2 to 3 days. You won't need to wait until the installment is done. That's another benefit for the merchant itself.
All right, sounds good. Another question is about, the MDR rate, would it be higher on buy now, pay later compared to the normal GrabPay?
Yes, BNPL MDR will be slightly higher than pay in full now.
All right. So I think we did answer all the questions, and with that, it should be all good. Any question from you guys on the floor? You can continue to paste, or else we will wait for 30 seconds, and then we will close the chat and close the event.
Maybe 2 more questions here before I end it.
Sorry, Adam, can you go to the last slide?
Last slide. Sure. 1 second.
Yes, I think, let them have the content. Okay, you continue the 2 questions.
All right. What if the customer does not pay the installments? All right, good, very good question. So one benefit for the merchant itself by having BNPL is that there's no risk at your end. So when the customer click on installment, let's say they pick on installment, it's split to 3 following months, right? The customer does not pay in the second month. The risk is with Grab rather than you, the merchant, because when the customer click on confirm, you will get the full amount minus the MDR straight to your bank account, T+1 Maybank, non-Maybank 2 to 3 days. If the customer does not pay their second month installment, we won't be collecting the money back from you. No worries. The risk is not at your end, it's our loss itself.
All right. I think we missed out a question that somebody is asking, will GrabPay accept adult novelties, toys, trade, meaning that would you select on the trade?
Yes, correct.
Will you allow all trade to be transacted with GrabPay?
Yes, correct. We will allow all trades, but there are a few that is in the gray area, but those are like tobacco and etc. But don't worry, we will actually let you know beforehand, before we actually get you registered. All
right. I think, with that everything is good. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the fire chat with GrabPay with Adam. And I hope everyone will stay safe. And for you in KL and Selangor, just try to follow the MCO SOP. And we will definitely send the thank you email to you with the link to download. And do not be hesitate to give Adam's any emails to ask more about the GrabPay and GrabPay buy now pay later, which I believe it will increase a lot on your conversion. Just the last tips that we have clients that actually with buy now pay later in store, they have 30% of buy now pay later checkout in their store. So hope that insight will help you, and I hope to see you guys again. Thank you. Thank you, Adam. Or anything from Adam?
Before everyone goes, I think this is my 3rd webinar. My 2nd webinar, I forgot to take a photo. And I told myself, if I'm ever going to do it again, I want to take another photo with all of you. If you do not mind, everyone, I know it's in the morning, everyone has their morning faces on, but is it okay if you just switch on your camera for one time, for 1 minute, and I'm able to take a photo and I'll share it to every one of you who joined this call today? Yeah. Thank you
awesome.
So much.
Let's show some
Malaysian.
Malaysian.
I want all these persons right over here. Afi, Catherine, Yan San Lao, Elaine, PC, Saad, GL, Ryan, Ling Tang, PC. Please fill up my screen. All right.
Already. All
righty then. I think let me just start then. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and photo. All right, thank you so much everyone for joining this call. I do appreciate it. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. We'll email blast you after this call as well. If you have any questions, please address it to me. I'll get back to you the soonest as well. Thank you so much, Kahing, as well for setting this up.
All right, thank you everyone. Thank you, Adam. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.